been a detectorist for the past 25 years. I would like to share with you the joy of metal detecting and help you go back in time. So there, Dad. Good to be able to experience firsthand how our ancestors used to live. So what I've decided to do is make this video and to introduce to those of you who've not done it before what sort of things you're more likely to find. What I've got in front of me here are the common elements, the sort of thing that you'll find quite prolific in fields. So it would be a good idea to know what they are, because believe me, at the end of the day, if you don't know, you'll probably throw them away. Okay, now we'll start with buckles. This is a 13th century buckle. Now, with the 13th century, buckles were highly cherished and they hated losing them, so they're not so common. But when we get to something like this, the 15th century buckle, they were just mass produced because they were so popular. Buckles became a status symbol. The higher up the scale you were, the more elaborate the buckle. This particular buckle is a strap end buckle. Would have probably carried a knapsack or something like that. This is a double D buckle. Now double D buckles are extremely common. See the patina? It's a lovely buckle. There are absolutely hundreds of different styles. They would be, because they're all used for dress accessories. I mean, if you could imagine when that was new, that would have been highly coated. Would have had lovely colour to it, sheen. This is a sword buckle or a dagger buckle. It would have been suspended from the eye. Buckles have their own stories. Musket balls. Now these go right back to Henry VIII's time, but more common when you find them, you probably find them from the Civil War period, from about the 17th century. Quite often they're all misshapen when they've hit things, probably trees. Roman coins, if I can pick them up. Blooming things, that's it. Now these come up, when you get a good Roman sight, they come up by the handfuls. These, they're grots. Now they're called grots because you've got a job to see anything on them. As you can see, just make a head there. Yeah? Nothing on that side, look. But most of the Roman coins you do dig up are in this condition. Except for this one. I haven't quite identified this one yet. I want to be in my book. Let's have a look. That looks like Mercury on the back, I'm not sure. I think it's a geezer, but I've got to check it out. This is a Xerxes. Gratian. Yeah, Gratian. Lovely colour. A bit more worn. And the god. The god is a Pax. Yeah, it's Pax. Now with Roman coins, they tell a story, like the newspaper of the day. And now we come up to some brooches. This is a Roman brooch. This is a T-shaped brooch. Not very often they come up with a pin on, and the suspension at the top's broken, as you can see. But these would have had enamel all over them when they were around at the time. This is the 3rd century. Again, this is a 3rd century Roman brooch. See, no pin, no suspension. That's how they usually come out. Over that way they come out in bits. There's another one, look, very old, battered. But I've got an idea this is a foot brooch, a knee brooch. It's got a foot at the bottom. But if you're going to get into the hobby, it's best to get these books and you can look at them yourself. And then you can tell me what they are. This This is an implement. I think it's a cosmetic tool. It's probably, I know it's Roman, but it's probably a nail cleaner or something like that. A bit thick to be anything else. This is a 17th century coin weight. This is a ring. You get lots of these rings coming out the ground. All brass. It's not a ball mark in there, by the way. This is a brass ring that I cleaned up. I actually wear this one. Mind you, it makes my finger go a bit green, but still looks good. This is one of my favourites. This is a book clasp. I love them. I don't know why. Look at the patina on it, it's gorgeous. This is 13th, 14th century. And this was a ring we found, which we thought was an olive to start with. But I looked inside it when we got home and cleaned it, and it turned out to be a 1902 farthing. This is a trader's weight. It's 19th century. Doesn't look much, but it is. This is just a collection of everything I've had over the years. Although this is nothing really. I mean, what I've got in my collection, I couldn't get in the shed at the moment. I never clean any of my finds. I always leave them as they are. So I think when you've cleaned them up, you've taken years off them. And that's what gives them, when you get a nice patina, you've got a lovely age. But you must watch out for bronze disease. When you get that, keep it separate from any other bronze stuff you've got around. That's a jet in there. Little coin weights, rings. I think, you name it, I think I've had it from every single period. I don't know what some of these things are either. I'm still learning it. I've been doing it for 25 years and I'm still learning. Up the top, that's crotchal bells, or cottrell bells. They're 17th century. And this is just a few of my pennies. And if you look closely, you'll see in it, you'll see some oyster shells. Now I'm always looking for oyster shells, because they're always a good indication of a Roman site, because they're a main diet. And if you find oyster shells in the field, then you've got a good chance of finding Roman. And clay pipes, everything there tells me it's been inhabited wherever I am. Lead. Got no idea where it comes from sometimes. It seems to follow us around. But it's a good sign. If you find lead on your site, then you'll know it's been occupied by some period. It's a bit of a bugger really, because you get lots and lots of little pieces, you're forever digging lead up. But like I say, it's a good sign, so it doesn't really matter. Anyway, tomorrow, no doubt we'll find a lot more lead, because we're going to the rally. Now when we're at the rally, have a good look around and see what people are using, what machines they're using, and what equipment they're having. So, until then, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.